Week 4 of the NFL, and we'll see Bijan Robinson. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Falcons and the Buccaneers, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Young Kwaku has it all teed up. And we're off from Tampa. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
And you wonder, as he's about to take his first snap today, yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, we're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
Okay, ready?
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Come on, set.
The give for the first time to Rachaad White. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a gain of 5, but they're still well behind the sticks. 3rd down coming up.
Here we go, set up.
Looking for a throw here. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
Well, this is exactly what the defense wants to do to these quarterbacks. You want to speed them up, and the best way to do it is to hit them and bring them to the ground. Conversely, they've got to figure out offensively how to protect. If you can't protect, you can't execute, you can't do anything offensively.
And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. They'll be led out by the University of Cincinnati alum, drafted back in 2022, Desmond Ridder.
I know quarterbacks of this ilk sure excite their teammates. They love to see his explosion and that speed come to life. I also know this, Kate, that defensive coordinator on the other side, he did not sleep good all week long, knowing he could do everything right, have the right call. But that QB speed is a difference maker.
Let's go. Set.
Ridder. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Falcons will have a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Ridder looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. They really need some chunk. 2nd down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Here we go, set.
Trying again, following the set. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
They may not have been the first defense to hit the field today, but certainly they wasted no time making their presence felt. Couple sacks in just the first few plays here, and they'll add more to it if this offense doesn't start to figure out their protection.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Throwing here, Ritter. Completed over the middle. Big man showing up the yards. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. But they couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Younghoe Koo on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers, nothing. Younghoe Koo, the kickoff coordinator.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their 2nd drive coming up. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already, this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. The Falcons getting close, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Let's go. Smash, smash. Check.
Another try following the sack. He's got Pierce. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Takes this in at the 25. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will take over. The Falcons taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Another big rip for him. All the way, and that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pull out in front further, 13-zip. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So 2nd down coming up. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. A.J. Terrell making that stop. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Our score, 14-0. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They've got 3rd and 8. Shakes himself free, but there's too much pressure, and he's brought down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Ball taken in at the 36. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season.
Down. Hut.
Back to throw now, it's Ritter. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again, in a massive sack on 1st down. That's the right way to begin this series defensively.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
Here's Ritter. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Ready.
Now Ritter. Into the hands of Pitts. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Ritter setting up to throw. That's caught beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
Now, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
Ready.
Working inside the red zone. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Throwing on 2nd and 10. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Set.
Ritter to throw. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Drive starts with a carry by White. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackled by Rook Orororo. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later. Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Let's go now. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Forced out to his right. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10, it's a gift to White. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. And it's the Buccaneers, lined up with a 2nd and 8. From the 31. Sheds off a rusher. Buys, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. They run the counter with White. And he found a seam and burst this forward to the 25. They get 9 out of the run, but a chunk of yards remaining now on 4th down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Collects this at the 32. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Looks like he might break it for a minute, but still a good 14 yards on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up.
Ready,
The
break.
Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Airing it out to start this drive. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. A lot of mess on the move here. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
Young Way Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Here we go, set. Huh.
Sending a tight end in motion left. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. We've reached the midway point of this game. The visiting Falcons taking a lead into that locker room. Now we'll keep it in-state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it's the Vikings who are out in front. The Vikings trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. It's Jaden Daniels with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Jordan Love, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. It was a former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson, who was tough to stop in that 1st half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This was an extremely one-sided 1st half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. These two teams making their final adjustments for the 2nd half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Brings in the kick at the 9. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Falcons and Desmond Ridder out on offense once again. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They've got first down from the 31.
Ready, ready. Set, huh?
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Cut, cut.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Staying with Robinson. Into the secondary past the 40. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Koo on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons continue piling on to this lead. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. It's White on the give. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Rookie out of Washington making that tackle.
The blitz tracked him down eventually, but the effort to relocate outside the pocket bought him just enough time to get that out completed before somebody could put a lick on him.
Here's a toss to White. And he's brought down for a loss. And after the play, one of the Falcons still out there injured, so we'll get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Takes it in at the 26. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. This one returned for 11 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Down. Ready?
Throwing from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Hut, hut.
Looking to throw again on second down. Got a man, it's Drake London. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Got it.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Set.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that gives them first and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Set. Hut. Ready. Ready.
From the red zone now. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Falcons blowing them out now, 34-zip. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Coup on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again.
Young Way Good, kickoff for Atlanta.
Coup all lined up and ready to boot this one away. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go. Here we go.
Quick on the draw to White. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. But with how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Let's see what he can do on the return. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Falcons headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget.
Set. Ready.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready.
Another carry for Robinson. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Falcons football as we start the 4. They hold a commanding advantage here.
On the set.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Set. Set. Go.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go. Set. Set.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Call it 4 yards, and we'll see what they do now from 4th and short in this spot.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
They'll run it with Robinson. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive.
That's a pretty clear plan of attack by the back from the very start. Found the lane quickly, didn't hesitate, knew exactly what he needed to get past the marker.
Ready?
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Down. Ready?
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Finds a big lane. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons tack on 7 more to their lead.
Buccaneers, nothing. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Escapes the pocket. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Caught by Godwin on the slant. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Let's go now.
Setting up a throw. Chased out to it. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the 34.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Ready?
Trying again following the sack. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
Falcons going nickel to defend this third down play. Throwing now from the gun. And they get to him again. And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. And following that return, we've got an injured player down there. He'll receive some assistance as we step aside.
Ready.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That one's complete to London. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down.
Set, hut. Set.
Ritter. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. A well-earned win for the Falcons. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.